partners had some, you know, G.
Yes, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my nigga.
From the G.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Play basketball for Carmine. That's my that's
he
my
used to
brother.
have the other EPA, like like some big ass EPA.
That's my boy Hef.
Yeah, he like his partner.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Hard.
That's crazy. You really tapped in.
Oh yeah, nigga. I met them niggas through Filbo niggas. He fuck with Big Rich and shit. And some other shit. I don't know how I met them niggas in the city, but I tapped in with EPA through being in the city and shit.
Cause we East Palo Alto niggas is everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
East Palo Alto worldwide. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, you know what's going on, man. It's Sugar Sunset. Smoke Team, what's up? Like, comment, subscribe. Today, it's another episode of Rolling Out the Pound. You know what's going on. And I'm in the building with one of the dopest people out of the Bay Area, bruh. I'm talking about when I met him, he was making noodles in the Shmop House, you feel me? And then he had the Wood Gang shit going crazy. Then he dropped the album. Then he said, fuck all that, and started making clothes and selling merch. And now he a creative director worldwide. Worldwide, my nigga. This my nigga, man. Wood Gang Lee, brother.
How
yes.
you doing, bro?
How you doing, bro?
Bro.
Hell yeah,
Appreciate the introduction too. That was a hell of an introduction, bro. For sure.
That's why you came here, right?
For sure.
That's what we do on this. We get flowers, bro.
Yeah,
Flowers is given for sure. So yeah, like I said, rolling out the pound, get your shit ready. We gonna light up in a minute. But before we do that, before you light up and all that, we gonna get straight into this guy right here and how spectacular he is. So tell everybody where you from and everything, and then we gonna get into the, you know what I'm saying?
From the Bay Area, Hayward, California.
Hey.
You know, recently moved to Atlanta, took my talents to the south.
Hey.
You know, share some of this Bay sauce outside of the Bay. We really shine outside the Bay.
We do.
We stand out hard. So yeah, took it out there and just been doing creative direction, working with a lot of different artists and brands. Still helping people at home though.
Going crazy.
Yeah, sure.
When I met you, you was on the vegan tip.
Oh, you still?
One of the first ones.
Still on that.
And look though, you gotta understand, he was in a house full of stoners. Getting, you know what I'm saying, smoking they, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, and then they get their munchies. And you know the munchies, it take a certain like level of, you know what I'm saying, flavor, taste, grease. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, to really hit that spot. And he was in there making vegan noodles for the partners, keeping us healthy, going stupid, bro. So how did you get on that? And you feel me? Let people know.
That
like,
shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of came on. I was just in the studio with Cool John and Rex one day. You know Rex Hogan?
Rex Hogan?
Rex Hogan.
Okay. I almost thought you meant Rex like Rob.
No, Rex.
Rex Hogan. Yes, yeah. I do know Rex.
Yeah, Rex and Cool John. We was in
Rex.
the studio, and I just had this idea, like, bro, it'd be hella dope, bro. It was like hard, you feel me, gourmet type meals, bro, with weed in it. And it was like, bro, do that shit. That shit'll go crazy. I feel like 2 weeks later, I was doing that shit, pulling up to the Shmop, and then it was just like every other night, John would call, like, bro, pull up with a platter, pull up with a platter. Rex would call, pull up with a platter. My other dude, Big Mac, pull up with a platter. I'm like, I was pulling up so often, bro, it just got lit so quick, bro, and it was like, I got some people like litter than they ever been, bro, to the point to this day, they still scare the edibles off of some of them plates, bro, like, them places that had niggas like zombies, bro. I had people falling asleep in their car outside their house eating. It was some crazy shit going on with that. With the Wood Gang edibles era. That was some crazy times.
Wait a second. You went past that too quick. He just said.
No, I really got that review, bro. And it wasn't even a direct review. I was just searching, bro. I was just like searching on like Facebook, Twitter type shit, just looking for the highlights of just like searching Wood Gang edibles and searched, and it was just this girl telling this long story. She didn't even tag me about how she pulled up to the crib and ate them right in front of the house, bro, and woke up the next morning, bro, from her dad knocking on the window, bro. She fell asleep after she ate the plate and hit her fast, bro. I was like, damn, bro, I see that shit.
The edible hit you before you done with the meal. That.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. And Cool John told me like hella people at the Shmop was scared after I started bringing them plates. They was like scared of edibles, bro. So I was like, that shit was lit though. You feel me? Really, and I appreciate you, feel me, my brothers at the Shmop for you feel me up when they do it up to me to get some money in here too and get niggas lit.
Hell yeah. I threw a party in there. You pulled up and you had the. I think this was well into your noodle game because you had the medicated, but you also had the regular for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to do that because niggas start asking like, bro, can you just do some regulars too, bro? Because we getting too high, bro. Like it tastes good. They want a big plate, but they like, we getting too high, bro. If you could just throw some little on the side, I start splitting it up.
Show some mercy to the lightweights.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
They don't be eating that weed. Like it's a different chemical reaction too. It's not even like when you smoke, it goes to the brain.
No, this shit getting straight to the bloodstream.
Bro, it gets processed like food. It's like the same.
Yeah.
It's like a metabolic, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Energy reaction that really serve it to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, bro, I used to be too lit off those, bro. I got the longest sleep, bro. Like, you'll get some great ass sleep. People was complaining too that next day they go to work, use the bathroom, and the bathroom smell like pack, bro. Like, real zob when they get out the bathroom, bro, because of how much was inside. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. That was real crazy. Yeah, bro. Real packed, real loud in the bathroom. Like, bro, you smell like shit. It smell like weed.
That's it. Hey, shout out Liquid Death, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and kill that thirst.
For real.
You know
This the coolest water I ever seen, bro. For real. I ain't never seen cooler water packaging than this.
It is pretty dope, bro. I like the skull made of water. It's dope.
Liquid Death.
Look, kill your thirst, don't quench you. When you quench it, you keep it alive. You kill it, that Liquid Death, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. So we might as well go ahead and fire that up. You know what I'm saying? Exclusives.
Yeah, this ain't even dropped yet.
It ain't out on no shelves. It ain't in nobody bag, none of that shit.
But yeah, we gotta test the market. We gotta go around to the connoisseurs and let them get a preview before we let the streets have this. So we can just get your review on it. See what you think.
So what got you into product design, bro? Because you come from so many different ways of getting money and hustling and doing your thing. You feel me?
I think it's that I always had the vision. I didn't know how to use the programs. You know what I mean? Like it really came. My boy Sam was my first real graphic designer. My boy Corrupt Sam, he from the city. And he helped me get the Wood Gang shit off the floor, like helped me with my original designs for Wood Gang. But I had a very, very clear vision where like I was kind of over the shoulder nigga where I'm like, nah, fix this. Like I knew exactly how I wanted it to look. I just didn't know how to use the program yet. And like a little down the line, my boy AB, he owns a store called Trends in San Leandro. It's a sneaker store. They got like rare sneaks. He had the Adobe Illustrator or the whole Adobe suite on his computer and gave me access to it to start playing with it. So you feel me? I just got on, started playing. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was getting a little bit of info from my boy Sam, and you know, YouTube gonna give you everything you need. So really between YouTube and the basics that Sam showed me really got me started with the graphic designing. And I just started off doing it for myself. Took a cool little minute of just people seeing how I was doing so crazy with the different ideas, concepts that other people start tapping in, like, bro, can you help us with our brains? And that's kind of how I really got into doing the creative direction for other people.
I remember I seen you. The first thing I seen you creative directing was that, what was it called? The female was on the packaging. It was like pretty.
Yeah. So like a lot of people don't know, like my last, like, I was doing music. I done fell back from doing music, being behind the scenes for like over the last year. But my last few projects, every project I did, my last 3 projects, I had a string to go with it for the rollout. So like, you could go back to my early project. I had a project called Backwood Funk. That's when I was playing the Uncle Silk character. I had 3 different Uncle Silks to go with that because it was like a 70s vibe. After that, I dropped Back to These Woods, and it was Back to the Future theme, and I dropped a string called DeLorean. That was like 2-3 years ago. And then the most recent was Pretty Girl Smoke Backwoods. And I was like, we're not gonna call the whole string that, we're just gonna simplify it to pretty. You open up the pack, it looked beautiful. And then the marketing scheme was, this is what pretty girls smoke. So then I'm pressuring your nigga in your face. What you saying about it, bro? Why you won't buy it? Like, you see how he feel about you,
bro. So
then it's like, you gonna buy it or you gonna go home and have to deal with what you just said in her face? I was winning off the pretty, I ain't gonna lie.
Winning. You had to, because your rollouts was so dope. It was like you had the packaging for the weed. You had you had the sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? The sweaters. I remember niggas was going crazy over trying to get the sweaters. You know what I'm saying? You had everything, and then the party, you had different drinks. You feel me? Like you really like curated an entire experience around that. What is it like to be like? Cause you're like, I'm even interested in like knowing like what it means to really be able to curate every single little piece of it and get the product done for that. Like what kind of work goes into that type
like my brain, bro, work in a weird way where like I can see a lot of the times before I have events, I know exactly what I want out of them. So like I know like I want to have certain things. A lot of the things that get added though, I got some secret sauce. Like my girl, her sister, it's really my girl and her sister be the behind the scenes and making the aesthetic look so beautiful. So it ain't a nigga really setting up all this shit. I have some dope ideas,
right,
and they know how to bring the aesthetic to life. In that aspect of decorating it, I can have a clean ass idea, but they always throw in 10 things I didn't request that enhance it to another level where like my goal is just always to, I don't really look at what other people are doing. I always be like, what did I do last time? That shit was hard. How I'm gonna top that the hardest thing I did at the last one, how I'm gonna top that one. And that's kind of what I set myself out to do each time I have a pop-up. Is like the experience gotta be at a higher level, because especially like in the Bay Area, no offense, like a lot of people don't take it as far as I'm willing to take it. So if I take it this next step, it's gonna always stand out. You know, like,
why you say no offense?
Because I don't want to ever, I don't ever want home to feel like I'm taking a shot at them. It's just what I see. What I'm witnessing is like, okay, I notice a lack in this area.
You're not taking a shot.
If I'm just giving game. But if I notice an area that's open, I don't want to come into no overcrowded lane. I'd rather create my own thing where it's like, okay, he's standing out with this. The music quality, the clothes quality, the experience was different. I wanted, like, I grew up, like, really on the, on the BET, the MTV shit back in the day, where we got to see, like, behind the scenes shit and seeing how rappers really thought about their projects when they was putting together videos, when they was showing us their house. They got into detail, like, just, they knew it was a cool thing in the house we was gonna see. I remember Master P had a gold toilet to this day. You feel me? I remember Nelly had a wall and it had an aquarium in the middle of the wall split in the living room. Like, it'd be like little aesthetic things that I remember that become moments where I feel like if I create these characters and moments and shit like that, like for me, when we dropped Pretty Girl Smoke Backwoods, the pop-up was on the 15th of March. The world shut down the 17th of March, 2020, bro. 2 days later, bro, the whole world was shut down. So for me, I was the last free thing everybody that came to my pop-up did since, you feel me? Now we starting to open up again, but like I was the last real experience they had of being outside.
And it was a great one.
A great one, bro. We was lit. We ate good. It was like a great ass turnout, but I'm like, I know that they really remembered it because they didn't have nothing to do after, and then it was just steady people. Like, I'm talking to niggas 3 months later, like, bro, I ain't did nothing since your shit. I'm like, damn, like.
Hey, bro, one, I want to say, I was telling Matt I missed that because I had just moved to LA at that time, and I was watching from LA, like, damn, I want to come. Maybe we gonna be out there. All right, so, and also I want to say, shout out to our queens. Let's give a little round of applause to our queens.
Oh, for
you know what I'm saying? That's always, you know, putting in that work, whether behind the scenes or in front of it, in front of the camera, going hard. Putting that 10 on our 10, you know what I'm saying? To make it that, you feel me?
I'm telling you, bro. Like I'm saying, they didn't got my business so on point between my girl and her sister, bro. And then my girl has a few other friends that she brings that always help, bro. And what I always would tell men, bro, this the secret to my sauce, bro. Always get some women that you can trust with your money to run your booth. Handle the money. You don't need to handle the money because you end up, especially in the bank. Like, I always had them run the merch booth because when they run the merch booth, niggas ain't coming up asking for no discounts, no jeans. You embarrassed to do that in front of some pretty women. You gonna feel like less of a man, you feel me? But to me, you gonna, hey, Lee, bro, what you can do this for me for?
Nothing.
I'm like, bro, I done got a clear price sheet right here. You
Right
know how much
here.
everything costs. Why you asking me? You can read. I'm like, oh, that don't have nothing to do with me. Go talk to them. They go talk to them. They end up with tips. I'm like, I get extra, bro. I'm like, So that's always a plus. Plus, they way more like they organize it, make everything look very beautiful. They, bruh, inventory counting, all types of things that I wasn't doing at first. As a nigga, I'm just in here selling. They like, you don't have a count? Like, nah, they didn't make me like every time they make me get better to the point where like now it's to the point where it's gonna be a spreadsheet with all the product ahead of time. We know what it is, what the price point is. We know what we made immediately from just going down a tally real fast. Like,
Bro,
and that's them putting me on point, bro. So I'm saying like having a girl like that in your corner, bro, that shit like putting a battery in your back.
Bro, that's be the most inspirational shit when my girl be like, okay, you got 32 shirts. It costs this much to make it. If you sell it at this price, we go down the whole thing and we like, I can make 5 bands?
Yes, bro.
Oh, let's go. That's the potential right now.
Bro.
Let's get it. Let's
Yeah,
get it. I ain't see
Well, everything, bro.
Dope as fuck. So yeah, so shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. Whoever doing that out in the life and making that shit on point. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, baby. That's to do it for me. And do it for him. Feel me?
Yeah,
Hey. So yeah, man. So like with the product design, let's segue into Atlanta, my nigga. Cause as we're having the world shut down,
man.
Pretty was out.
Atlanta never shut down. They never shut down. I went to Atlanta for the first time in 2019, bro. And like, I liked it a lot. My girl was ready to move. She had been to Atlanta like a year or 2 years before I ever came. And off her first trip, she came back. I would love to live in Atlanta. I thought she was tripping because I'm like, you feel me? I've only known California. I'm like, I can't leave California. I don't see me leaving California. Like, so like, I go back again. Fall, I start liking it more. I probably go a third time at this point. I love it and I don't want to leave. Like, it's coming to the point where I'm like, damn, bro. There's so much shit going on every day of the week. You run into the biggest celebrities you see on TV at the grocery store, bro. Like, you getting invited. Like, I'm like, it'll be a Tuesday, bro. They like, come on, we going to shoot a video. I pull up with my niggas, bro. They be some of the biggest rappers I watched growing up as a kid, bro. And I'm right there taking pictures. I'm like, it's crazy the amount of opportunity that's out there for black people, bro. And just young entrepreneurs as a whole, bro. So many young millionaires out there really getting it. I say I probably went out there like 4 or 5 times. On my 4th time, I think I want to say, my boy Willie Joe, we was having a conversation. He was trying to convince me to come and telling me he thought I'd do great out there. Shout out my boy Willie Joe. And he was telling me he thought I'd be a great fit for Atlanta with the way I think, the way I create. And I was already like working with him with designing for his artist Seti Hendrix from California. So like he was asking me at that point, like, what's stopping you from coming? And I was like, family. He was like, I don't have nothing to say about family. He was like, what else? I'm like, connections. He was like, are your connections in California connecting you? And that made me really sit back and think, like, damn, bro, I got this big ass network of people, but they're not really putting me in position for no big opportunities. Ain't nothing really falling in my lap from knowing these people. And that shit, lightweight, was like a epiphany moment in my life where I was like, bro, I think I'm ready to go. And really, you feel me? We start looking into the spots, found a spot, bro, and
there it is.
Moved down there, bro, and it's been lit.
So you say you've been creative director for Seti. Who else you been creative director for? Seti Hendrix, y'all. Look him up.
Hendrix,
look
bro.
him up. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Look him up. That's all I'm gonna say.
He with the Generation Now label. That's DJ Drummer, Don Cannon, Lake Sheezy's label. I've been doing different designs for like a lot of the artists on that label. Kaluminati, she's another artist. You should look up. She's dope. I just did her merch. Mecca Lux, Afro Beats artist out of Baltimore, bro. He's gonna be a superstar, bro. He is a superstar, bro. I just did his merch. His shit is fire. Shit, who else? Oh shit, OMB Peezy, bro, my boy. I just got off tour with OMB Peezy.
And who we on tour with?
With Kevin Gates on the Big Life tour. That shit was dope. You feel me? My first time being on the road as a creative director. Like took designed all the tour merch.
Yeah.
Then we saw like a lot of states I never saw before, so that was dope.
That's fire.
Yeah, we pick back up too. It's not over yet. We get back on the road in like a week.
All right, here we go. Quick picks. Quick picks. You ever watch Lord shit?
Yeah.
Drink Champs.
Yeah.
So he'll do a quick pick. So
Let's do it.
I'm gonna do it like design style. You feel me? Just like going like whatever brand that I call out or like era or whatever.
Yeah.
So you like the 80s and 90s aesthetic or early 2000s aesthetic.
80s, 90s. For sure, you know, like Fila my favorite shoe. Fila's, Reeboks. I'm like, I wear old shoes. Like I love the old aesthetic. I love like I've been watching Power, like Raising Cannon. Everything they be wearing, I be like, bro, the cars was better, the clothes was better, everything was better, bro. I'm like, only thing wasn't better is the size of the phones. Like I would want our current phones, but the drip, they had it, bro. When it was like when niggas was just wearing gold, you feel me? Turtlenecks, gold, sweatsuits. Like when niggas was player, like Money Mitch paid in full, like that shit, the real player era. Like before, like 2000s, we was too. I like the 80s, 90s before we got too loose with it. Like, like before the super baggy era. I'm like,
so it was like the slim
clean,
cut
bro.
before they came back.
Yeah.
Now, I remember we overcorrected. We was like it fits to like over way too big to like way too skinny.
Yeah.
And now we kind of back to like, you know what I'm saying, back to that.
Yeah, I'm like everything recycled.
Yeah. All right, so then Pro-Kid or K-Swiss?
K-Swiss. I never bought no Pro-Kids. I was a K-Swiss nigga though. That used to be the back to school shoe, bro.
Yup. Me too.
Them white on whites, bro. We all had them shits going back to school, bro. That was the those was the ones before the ones. Feel me? I'm like,
the white shoe. You want a white shoe? Go get some K-Swiss.
yeah,
like,
that was it. Before we knew about, before
it.
Nelly came with that shit, K-Swiss was the white shit. I'm for sure gonna go with the K-Swiss.
All right, fucking with Chips Ahoy and Oreo as a brand, as the whole, not just the cookie, but the whole packaging, everything.
Oreo.
All right.
Cause I can still eat Oreos as a vegan. I can't eat Chips Ahoy. I fucked with Chips Ahoy as a kid, but like Oreo done did it. You feel me? Them niggas got cereal. Them niggas deep frying and shit. Like you can enjoy it. Niggas got shakes. Oreo is out here making plays. You feel me? Chips Ahoy kind of ain't moved like
They ain't move like that.
Yeah, I'm like Oreo got to it. You feel me? They like the Diddy of the cookie game.
You right?
Like I'm like.
They got remixes on remixes.
Yeah, bro.
They got
I'm like,
Oreo,
you go all over the world, bro. Niggas got Oreo stuff, bro. They be making all types of niggas be having Oreo cake. I'm like, I ain't seen no Chips Ahoy other shit. And then Chips Ahoy to me ain't never got it right. Where like my type of cookie is in between the red and blue pack. The blue is too stiff and the red is too chewy. I need something right in between there. And they ain't never dropped that cookie. So like I can't even fuck with them. like
they never
dropped it, bro.
Holy shit. They never corrected the
I was like, they don't even know how to make cookies.
They didn't even correctly create a good product. Right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Damn, I just had it. It was right there. Oh yeah. Supreme or Babe?
Babe. Because
yeah, please the because. I want to hear the because.
I like simplicity, but like I feel like what Babe does, they were like one of the first streetwear brands to come with a pattern that's become a super staple where like
everybody is
like,
they're not even Babe, you can use the camo and not be Babe.
Yeah, and it's like that shit has been so inspiring, just the streetwear people come up with. I feel like they were kind of like some of the first people to really do that shit, so they kind of like are pioneers of the streetwear game to me for just being the first. But I also respect what Supreme did because they were able to take the most simple font in a box and just make us care about that shit. And then the collabs, like
the collabs did
it, and like the first photo shoot they ever had Dipset in it. It's hard as fuck to me. Like
they made sure they made the right decisions.
Yeah.
When it came to the, you feel me, fucking with other people of influence and shit, and then them collabs that they did where, you know what I'm saying, they changed the game with street fashion collaborations, you know what I'm saying?
I just appreciate the detail of faith. Like, back in the, like, I went to New York as a young kid, went to a boutique and bought some colorful ass patent leather vapes and shit. Like, when the Billionaire Boys Club was lit and all that type shit, like, I bought some of that shit and know how juiced I was. I've seen that because I seen Pharrell and them in it. So, like, I didn't have that type of feeling for Supreme. Like,
exactly.
I'm like, so it was just like, it didn't mean to me what Supreme means to niggas that's just younger than me. I feel like if I was younger, maybe I would have had a different answer. Like, that's what it was to me.
I love it. Nah, that's dope as fuck. That's dope as fuck. All right, I got a couple more here. So let's go. I gotta ask you, PlayStation, Xbox.
PlayStation.
All right, good job.
Sure.
That's another quick one. Hella fast. They know.
Like, I grew up on PlayStation. Like, I had like as a kid, you feel me, PlayStation 1 and 2. After 1 and 2, I didn't play games for a while, and then I got a 360. I was always a Grand Theft Auto nigga. I played Grand Theft Auto 2. A lot of niggas got on Grand Theft Auto at 3. I played Grand Theft Auto 2 on the PlayStation 1. Like, you see a nigga from way up in the sky, like a weird ass view and shit. But like, that was always my favorite game. So like, I just came on playing that shit, and that's just like from a kid when I really cared about games, selling and shit. Like, I was on the PlayStation and shit. So I'm like, Xbox was some shit I just bought because the new Grand Theft Auto had dropped, and then I wasn't even on my Xbox like that after I got tired of playing that shit. Like,
hell yeah. Okay. And I mean, kind of as an aesthetic, but more like, you know what I'm saying, just currently, how you feel about it in terms of the fashion sneaker world?
Like how
Jordan or Yeezy?
Yeezy. Ownership. Feel me? Aesthetic. Like, he's the biggest fashion icon in the world. You feel me, on my way here. Gonna be a little bigger tail in a second. I respect what he's doing. I respect his mind, even though he's not received, I think, the way he's delivering. I think Kanye done reached a point in his life where, like, he don't care about thinking about the way he delivered the message he's trying to get off, if he get off the thought he's trying to get out. You feel me? And then I can respect that shit from like a genius standpoint, because I'm like, I don't think he's trying to take the time for the average person to be able to decipher what he's trying to say. He just feel like he said how he said, and you need to just take in the information without any emotion and shit. And I respect that he put that shit into the clothes too. Cause like a lot of time everybody ain't gonna feel it, but it don't stop that nigga from continuing to create and improve the shit. But like, I respect that he stand on his ownership, bro, and speak out. Like, he go on his rants, but like a lot of the time he's speaking out against people that other people is scared to speak out against, that's probably going through that same shit, and he that voice. Like, where like a lot of business people have, throughout his career, try to take advantage of that nigga. So I'm like, I understand him reaching a point where like everything he tripping off everything because he think you trying to play him again, or like people is steadily trying him and shit. So like, I respect the ownership and what he's brought to the game and the people he's introduced to the game. Virgil and shit. Like niggas he's introduced us to, artists he's introduced us to. I just affiliate all that shit with the Yeezy brand. You feel me? As opposed, like, Jordans, like, I wore Jordans growing up.
Yeah.
I've had one pair of Yeezys. I'm just telling you which brand I respect more.
That's beautiful.
And which one I know is actually more influential in the streets as a brand, more so than the symbolism of us just buying these same shoes over and over again. Like, niggas own the same shoe 4 times, nigga. If you lived over 20 years, this nigga keep dropping the same shit, and the quality getting worse. I'm like, but the price going up.
Price,
yeah.
So stays with the, you know what I'm saying? What's the current going rate for a good shoe? That one. That's what I want for this.
Yeah, bro.
And then the resale value, so some little white kid makes some more off it. Sick. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. All right. Damn, I love that. Let's clap it up for that quick pick. That was a great one. I actually like that one, man. Got into that. I was a little lit. Like, what was that we spoke?
It's that unreleased right here.
It's
bro.
that unreleased right there.
That unreleased.
I'm gonna zoom in on it.
That limited.
Limited.
That limited.
I mean, if you wasn't on the podcast today with me, you ain't smoking.
Oh yeah,
unless
no,
you
this
see
shit gonna have
man.
you lit.
I'm lighting back up. I'm like, what was that again? So yeah, man. So highlight from tour. You've been on tour with Peezy, you said, right?
Yeah,
How's that going crazy? Like,
bro, that
yeah,
shit is a movie every night, bro. And like, he put on a amazing show, bro. Like before this, like I hadn't been to his shows. So like to see it from right there on the stage, right in front of the stage, I'm doing photos. So like to see it from right there and just see the response, his fan base is insane, bro. Like
Peezy.
people of all walks of life, bro.
OMB
OMB Peezy, bro. His fan base is heavy, bro. Like I'm talking about, they're singing word for word. About to cry, bro. Like when they see this nigga, and then he the realest shit. Like after every show, bro, he get off and go into the crowd, bro, and watch Gates, bro. He be out there with the people, bro.
So yeah, okay, that's fucking beautiful, man. You know, Peezy, I just remember being enamored when he was a young man. The first song it was the first song that blew him up. I don't remember the words now, but I don't know if you don't know him before you know him now, so you might not even know.
No, I was familiar with the music. I just hadn't been to his show.
Okay, so what was that first song?
Lay Down?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he was like in that hoodie, that hair, and just like I was just enamored with the melody, but the conviction behind his words.
Bro.
Like he really meant what he was saying.
Nice, bro. Like
You know
I think he's like, I don't think he gets the amount of respect he deserves in the game, bro. He really telling stories, bro, and like very well spoken. And you feel me? And just like like a deep nigga for real. If you really get to know him and shit, like he got layers to him. Like he's deeper than like people might know from just like tuning in with the music. But the music getting more vulnerable and like real clear and shit. So like, but yeah, he was like, I fuck with Peezy. Like he was the first nigga to do a lot of shit for me, bro. Like first nigga I ever styled. First nigga took me on the road. First nigga who took the merch I've designed for them on the road. You feel me? Took me to hella states I ain't never been to. Feel me? I got, you feel me, respect to Peezy forever, bro.
If I had a bouquet of flowers
sure.
at this point, I'd give it to you. Good shit, Peezy. That's some dope shit, man.
And I got a shout out for Leho Ken.
Hey,
manager for Leho Ken.
Yeah.
But surely, that's the thing, bro.
Shout out everybody, man.
Sure.
It's a lot of good people. We all know about, like, everybody talks about all the negative shit that happens in the industry and who gets fucked over and who does. But we don't give enough light to, like, the people that are doing positive things, bro. I feel like we don't give enough light to that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We don't bring that up enough. Like, it is people that's doing great things and putting people in position to actually change their lives that are in the industry. From the top down, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bad shit that's happening, but it's also a lot of great shit. So clap it up for that whole team of people over there putting people on. My nigga, you know what I'm saying? Boy, gang, Lee Ferris in this motherfucker, real creative director. You feel me? And so, yeah, man. This is Rolling Out the Town. I am Randy McFly, the guy who stays high.
I'm Lee Ferris, the biggest creative director in the world.
Period, nigga. And we about to wrap this thing up, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go down below for all the links for Lee Ferris. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put all his links down below. He got websites and everything. You can get shout out your shit.
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram at 1EEFERRIS. Follow the brand Wood Gang or Die on the gram. TheWoodGang.com. Stay tuned in. We're doing big shit.
Yes, sir.
Shout out my brother Oops too. This is a big move, bro. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.